De'Aaron Fox, LMAO. I ain't gonna lie, De'Aaron Fox. Game 4, bro. Y'all, you're getting a little bit heat. I know it's not all your fault, bro. It's not all your fault. I know, but you're getting the heat, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna see what he's talking about. But I still think you're gonna go, De'Aaron Fox.
Go next.
De'Aaron Fox. Don't even let him on the team bus. I'm not even kidding. Just leave him at the stadium. Darren Watkins is genuinely a better alternative for Game 5. $229 million.
Okay, that's a lot.
Robbery. Gotta jump up in the locker room. Meanwhile, Ogagwa Anunoby, the fashion icon, officially
The GOAT?
king of New York. All right, dropping panties at MSG. Complete a 29-point comeback.
He's bad, though.
Greatest comeback in NBA Finals history. Wembanyama, by the way, missed 2 clutch free throws, only 8 points in the second half.
Shit.
And he shot 9 for 25. Don't act like it was just De'Aaron Fox out here, man.
I mean, if we're holding him to best in the world standards, like if that was LeBron, that's the biggest joke.
Yeah, that is the big job.
This game had everything. Whether it's elite offense, shot making from the Spurs, the Knicks
Okay.
playing defense like the Wizards, controversial calls, Josh Hart playing like booty, the Spurs going cold in the second half, Brunson keeping his
On
team
God.
in it, De'Aaron Fox keeping his team out of it, OG Anunoby pushing the Knicks across the finish line. The Knicks are now 1 win away. Their first championship
Yes!
since
Let's go Knicks! Well,
1973.
Spurs,
But it
but
all
Knicks.
started in the first quarter where Karl-Anthony Towns, 18 seconds in, just fouls. And you thought that was stupid? Well, 40
He got 2
seconds later,
fouls.
he fouls again. It broke a record. All right, fastest to 2 fouls in a finals game since 98.
I think it was like 24 seconds.
Sub Mitchell Robinson in with 11 minutes left in the first quarter. He can't guard Wemby. I know he's a defensive specialist. I mean, like, look at this. It's the NBA Finals, man. It's supposed to be the highest level of
But it's Mitchell Robinson. He's trying his best, all right?
and I'm watching this guy out of shape, huffing and puffing
Yo.
the entire quarter, trying to keep up with Wembanyama. Either that or he's a mouth breather. I don't know. But they had to sub Huck Porty in, and later on even subbed in Jeremy Sohan, their 4th string center.
Oh, hell nah.
Even a
That dirty.
center, small ball 5. Now remember, Jeremy was a former Spur. He actually went synchronized swimming with the team. So you'd think maybe he knows something about the Spurs that
Hell
we all
no.
don't know, right? Maybe he has a little competitive advantage.
Air ball.
Finals hoops. It gets worse because none of these backup bigs can stop Wemby. I mean,
You could have fed that rock at Wemby.
Frying, feeling himself, talking shit. Then he draws a flagrant. This Robinson just had enough. Look at this guy.
That was so much order, but he lost that shit.
I mean, they literally intentionally fouled to take Mitchell Robinson out of the game. Can't hit a free throw to save his life. Meanwhile, the Spurs once again start out on fire. 4 games in a row, up double digits early. What is Mike Brown telling these guys pregame? They need like a guest
on their
speaker
soul,
or
bro.
something. Maybe Spike Lee, Coach Carter. I don't know. Somebody. He ended up with the most 3.5 in finals history.
It's still live.
61% from the field. But
No. How you out here shooting like the Golden State were in 2016, right? How you gonna shoot like the Golden State were in 2016, 2017, bro? Outdo them and still lose.
of course, the refereeing was a huge discussion in this game. If
Hell
you guys
no.
remember Game 3, Mike Brown went on an entire rant complaining about the fact that the Spurs had 24 free throws.
Look at me. They had so many free throws, bro.
The refs weren't fair. Well, in the first half, the refs were pretty bad. It was out of bounds off the Spurs. Spurs ball. Still chill on the cylinder. It's all good. I don't see anything. A floater on its way down. No idea what they were looking at. But the Knicks actually had the free throw advantage.
They had that free throw.
By a huge margin in the
And they
first half. So technically, in Mike Brown's terms, officiating actually favored the Knicks. So if it wasn't because of the refs, then why were the Knicks down by so much after just the first quarter? Well, first of all, negative IQ turnovers. Gifting the Spurs buckets. Then it was their defense. The Knicks were just inviting them into the paint. All right, easiest kick out, swing threes. Genuinely, it looked like Lakers defense. Just awful.
It did.
It didn't get any worse in the second quarter as San Antonio was once again just gone. 7 different players with a 3-pointer. Devin Vassell was 4 for 4. Knicks finally get a transition bucket. Coming back. Forget to play transition defense.
Hey,
this was as bad of a half as you could play. And to make matters worse, Karl-Anthony Towns picks up his 3rd foul with 7.
I ain't gonna know there's a foul.
So we're literally forced to watch more Mitchell Robinson ball.
Whoa,
Led to some
the
cheating.
GOAT.
If you guys remember last game,
Hey, wait, but you can't be doing that, but you can't be doing that.
Wembanyama pushed Jalen Brunson's fat ass head, generated a huge reaction because not only was there no flagrant, there was actually no foul call.
Hey, yes,
Jim's
sir.
teammate Jose Alvarado comes out and defends him. He got away with one. That'll be the last one. How does he get revenge? He grabs his kneecap. Super illegal. Just trying whatever it takes to try to get back into this game, but it wasn't working.
It worked. It did work, though.
They were booing at one point. Spike Lee was pissed. Marbury can't believe it. Spurs were up 27 points at halftime. And then Wu-Tang had to perform. Spurs were up 27 points.
27?
And then Wu-Tang had to perform.
Hey!
5. What y'all talking
He
about?
said Knicks in 5 at halftime. while they were down 27. Actually insane, especially considering
He called it.
The only two
Or he
players that
scripted.
showed up for the Knicks in the first half was Jalen and OG. Everybody else was playing CBA hoops, but then that leads us to the second half. The first
Ben
thing that kinda
Simmons
went under the radar was Stephon Castle picking up his 4th foul quick. This is really important because Castle was the primary defender on Brunson. With Castle on the bench now to start out the third quarter, Jalen Brunson was able to get into rhythm. All right, hitting this 3 right here.
Jalen Brunson. Why is she on my screen, bro? Do you even play basketball? I know you sang the fucking anthem like 20 years ago, but
once again, being his own enforcer, elbowing Towns here, picking up a flagrant. If the last game was a flagrant, he actually would have been suspended for game 5 after this flagrant one on Karl Anthony Towns, elbowing
flagrant.
Chin. Got cold from 3. I don't know why they were still relying on the 3 at this point in the game, because it felt like Dylan Harper was the only one in this third quarter that was actually putting
Thank
pressure
you,
on the rim.
yes.
Tough bucket here on OG. Knicks just kept
That's what I was
slowly
saying.
chipping away, knowing that De'Aaron Fox was gonna throw the game. Back-to-back turnovers, right? Passing the Johnson, kicking the ball. Bro thinks it's the World Cup. That wasn't even the dumbest thing he did all game, all right? Because in the 4th quarter, with OG and Brunson carrying the team for the majority of the game, they needed another contributor. Because the bench has reverted back to the Tom Thibodeau days, all right? Non-existent. Deuce McBride. We're not calling him Deuce anymore, right? We're calling him Miles. Karl Anthony Towns, of course, off rhythm because he was in foul trouble. Finally was able to get aggressive in the 4th, helping out Jalen Brunson and OG, cutting the lead down to single digits. For the first time since the first quarter. Meanwhile, Wembanyama, Guangdong Tigers.
Yes, he was. Oh my God, he was.
Wall. I mean, what was he doing? Just missing shots, all right? And the Spurs,
You ain't LeBron.
they look like they were just trying to hang on. Next possession with Wemby on Cat. No rim presence. That's the problem with Cat. It's a matchup nightmare, man. Next possession. Ogugwa. It's Johnson clapping. No, boy. No, you're gone.
Yeah.
You're out.
Get his ass out of here, bro.
For Jalen Brunson. 1-on-1 with Wembanyama.
Wemby, that should have been better defense.
How did he do that? Like, he's genuinely the same size as me. But I'm not
Cuz.
joking about that, by the way.
Cause why the hell would we play defense like this? Foul boy, nigga, you 7'5". Put them hands up, my boy.
Y'all think I'm 5'4". Is it because I'm Asian? Genuinely 6'2". But anyways, De'Aaron
Oh, yeah,
Fox,
though.
once again, displaying his brilliance right here. I mean, wow. Wowzers. You know what? No, pause
Zero
the video.
communication, bro. That was zero communication.
Clap it up. That's basketball IQ right there. I mean, it just doesn't get any better than that.
That was
But
terrible,
yeah,
De'Aaron Fox.
Larry David's reaction.
Wait, hold on. So that's not De'Aaron Fox, bro. That's an IQ play by De'Aaron Fox, bro. Cause think about it. He knew Hart was gonna miss it, so he did that on purpose to waste time. Yeah, of course, obviously.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, she told me they didn't go for
You're
next
lucky
another
as
2 minutes.
hell. You were about to be the thumbnail, my boy. Not only did he do this, but he also forgets to box out, foul Steph Castle on the rebound attempt. Almost threw the game for the Knicks. Steph Castle steps up to the line, not scared of shit. Knocks down both free throws.
Wemby, you should do that.
Spurs up by 1. But then we get to the dumbest possession of the game. All right, Spurs play elite defense right here.
Yep.
Vassell keeping up. Wemby gets a piece of the ball. Fox does a great job of tipping it. Why are you going to the rim?
He was out. He threw a shot, throw a foul. Shot, throw a foul.
Do was grab the ball, dribble the other way. Knicks would absolutely foul. You go to the line, you shoot 2. Even if you make 1. 2-point lead, you kill some clock in the meantime. Why would you challenge OG Anunoby at the rim? That is
he is lanky.
mind-boggling decision by De'Aaron
He is
Fox.
lanky.
I don't understand that at all. He's got to get jumped for that in the locker room. I mean, there has to be an RDC skip man on him at this point.
Oh, they did. I'm gonna watch that next.
Brunson tries to win the game. Oh, Gagwa!
No. Hold on. Go back.
Possession.
First of all, boom. De'Aaron Fox shoots that. He still there, but what you call? Brunson shoots that, right? Hold up.
Brunson tries to win the
Boom.
game.
First of all, Wemby, get your big ass in the paint. I don't care if you're watching. You are 7'5". I don't care how tired you is. You are 7'5". Get your tall ass for that ball.
Oh, Gagwa flies in out of nowhere. Look at him. He's like one of the greatest hustle plays in NBA history. Coach Cal can't believe it. Sandler can't believe it. Seinfeld can't believe it. The entire world was in shock.
I was,
But let's
bro.
break down this play a bit more in detail. Mike Brown opts to bring Shamit in the corner for spacing so he can't help off the corner. And he has OG as the inbounder. Fox immediately helps off OG. Because Fox was helping off OG, he couldn't go back and box out in time, which resulted in a free run at the rim. Great tip in by Anunoby. One of the craziest
Magnet ball, I don't give a
NBA
fuck.
Finals history, all right? And it's a perfect encapsulation.
Hey, why? No. Why was he guarding? Why was Wemby guarding Jalen Brunson, Darren Fox, do your job, bro. Oh my God, do your job.
Of the Spurs in the second half being lackadaisical, right? Not paying attention to the small details of the game, all right? But one final play. Whole stadium, whole world thinks it's going to be a lob at the rim for Wemby. Instead, they run a play for Castle, and he had a step. I think Cat gets a piece of this ball because Josh Hart once again fell asleep. Castle had a wide open dunk at the rim. The Knicks with the greatest comeback in NBA Finals history. 29-point deficit. And in the postgame, OG acted like it was nothing.
Got the ball to Jalen. He got a good look.
That confidence, bro.
You make it sound so easy, but
simple. Screw the OG interview, okay? I was looking forward to what Wemby had to say.
What'd he say?
It's as simple as that. It just hurts.
First of all, the look. The hoodie on with the silence. I mean, this is not what he walked into the stadium with.
De'Aaron goes for the layup against OG instead of dribbling the clock out. I wanted to get your thoughts on that particular possession.
Team chemistry.
I fell on the floor. I couldn't really see. I don't know. I just saw the block.
Man, stop lying.
So you did see it. That's a team chemistry ass answer, bro.
He's trying to be a good leader, right?
Yep.
Prove his teammate grade, but like, bro, he's not gonna be your teammate next year.
That was a dumbass play.
I just thought I'd be able to outrun him. That's it.
Meanwhile, Keldon Johnson, dumbass, we believe. The belief is as high as ever. See, now's not the time, Keldon. But
you're not LeBron.
This game, I mean,
he's over, bro.
After last game, they were jumping people for wearing Spurs jerseys.
He's over.
No, actually crossed the line, which I'm not surprised by. Wembanyama getting off the team bus right here. It's 2 objects thrown at him, all right? Looks like an egg. I mean, just embarrassing for Knicks fans, man. I don't know what I was expecting, to be honest. I don't think I was expecting much better. Biggest blow lead in finals history is now on Wembanyama's resume. That was just embarrassing. The only way that he could come back from this is if he wins the next 3 games. I don't know what's going to happen.
I don't know.
What a finals game that was. I put the blame on De'Aaron Fox. Not just for that last play, but also for his turnovers in the second half as well. But let me know who y'all put the blame on. Was it Wemby? Was it Mitch Johnson? Who knows?
The whole team.
Came back down
Sorry
22
ass.
against the Cavs in the Eastern Conference Finals, and now come back down 27 against the Spurs in the finals. Let me know what you guys thought about Game 4. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you guys new. See you guys Game 5.
Yes, I know. Darren Fox, that layup was stupid. Yeah, he should have practiced it. But the third quarter, they were shooting consistent 3, and they kept missing it. And then Mitch, whatever coach name is, didn't even want to adjust the fucking play. Just keep shooting 3s, and they kept chipping away like, whatever, bro. Darren Fox, yeah, you fucked up. Wemby, you shot 9 for 25. You shot some bullshit too, bro, and the team just fell apart, bro. End of the day, bro. New York won. That's what I say. New York won. If y'all like the video and y'all want to see more content, don't forget to like, comment, and share. And I'm going to see y'all in the next video. Peace.